Hello and welcome to Heal Regardless. This is my channel. My name is Fevia, and for those of you who don't know, I've been on a healing journey for quite some time, and I am a Navy wife. I'm a mom of 4, and that includes our oldest, Victoria, our angel baby, Nova, and our twins, Ava and Nadia. And I have been on a roller coaster of emotions to span the gamut of hormones, postpartum. I do have some notes that I'm looking at because I will get so far left and forget what I was even saying. So just stick with me because I'm new to this. Side note, I am working on my consistency and just showing up and sharing more of my story in detail. But for this video, it is just an introduction of myself and a little bit about me. So again, I'm a Navy wife, mom of 4, and I've had my fair share of the roller coaster of emotions, hormones, and plenty of alone time because, again, I'm a Navy wife and my husband has been on 2 deployments back to back. And with the Navy, like, even their trainings leading up to deployments, like, they're away for, a set amount of time in between. So, just to give you a little tidbit in totality, after I had the twins, for their first 3 years of life, my husband missed all 3 of those birthdays. And so, yes, healing, alone time, postpartum, raising 3 little kids while my husband was gallivanting the seas was something that took its toll on me, but it also was a journey for myself. So, not to mention that the day my husband deployed, his first deployment, I had told my mom that I thought that distance was best for her and I for the foreseeable future. And I set out to do my very best with a very small village that did not include my mom for a long time, for the next 8 months when he left. And so when I tell you that you can set boundaries with people that are close to you, and stand 10 toes down on those boundaries, you absolutely can. And do not be fooled. I have grown and recently matured in my healing journey, but I'm still learning. Like, I am absolutely 1000% still a student of healing. But there are a lot of lessons that I have learned over the years. There are a lot of gems that I have cultivated. Call me Thanos, okay? I don't know what to tell you. But I have collected a few gems over the years in this journey, and it has really helped me be a better person, first and foremost. It has helped me be a better woman, therefore resulting in being a better wife and a better mother. And lately, the biggest, brightest gems that I have received have shined the brightest in being a wife and being a mother. And it has just been amazing. It has just been amazing. Again, I'm just going to be looking at my notes to keep me on track. I am a yapper. I don't know if I said that already, but I could talk, okay? But that's not what we're here for. That's not what this particular video is here for. So as you watch me grow with this channel and get to know me, you will see that I am learning as I grow, and I'm not going to shy away from the process of, one, wanting to grow a YouTube channel, and two, because I'm not going to be shy about it, and two, just in sharing my story. There is some hesitation here with that because I do want to be respectful to some of the situations that I've been in because other people are involved. But for as much as I can share, I will share. But in any event, part of the reason why I wanted to start this channel is because there are so many people that I have come across, both men and women, who they struggle with a relationship with their parents, and a lot of their pain comes from their childhood and the people who were supposed to protect them and pour into them, and they didn't. That's not to say they never got to a place where those people did start to pour into them and that the relationship did get better, because make no mistake about it, you can absolutely 1000% leave the village if you need to, if it's what's best for you. But you can also re-engage the village. But that's another, what we'll call feed talk for another video. But just know that you can do whatever it is that you need to do to heal, regardless of who caused the pain. And that is what I am here to, in essence, show and prove. I don't want to say prove as if I'm here to stand above anybody or that I have anything to prove, but I am proof that it can be done, and that you don't have to always listen to the extremes of, you know, I went no contact and that's what was best for me and all of the things, and I have my distance and I have my boundaries, and that's great and that's well and that's good for some people. But that's not the only option. Okay? That's not the only option, and that's not the way that all stories end. Some stories end with you stepping away and coming back. Because for some people, putting up all of those boundaries, isolating yourself, puts you in position to not grow, to become stagnant, because life happens for everybody. And if you don't know how to process difficult situations, the difficult situation that you put up boundaries and you left and you isolated yourself from, you're going to treat the very next inconvenience the same way. And therefore, you will never grow. Your character development will never be there, because instead of working through the problem, working through the issue, you chose to just sit back and say, no, I'm not going through that. I ain't got time for that. So now you don't know how to communicate when your feelings are hurt. Now you don't know how to be amongst people because you've isolated yourself from everybody. So when you are in a social environment, any one thing is liable to piss you off or make you sad or make you feel some emotion very deeply. And I'm not here to say that that is everybody's story. I'm not here to say that any one thing or another is for everyone or no one. But what I am saying is that we're all different. And if we're out here talking about healing, you got to do the work. So I know personally I'd be a lot further along if I had someone who talked candidly about raw emotions and trauma and postpartum and the truth of the matter of all of that, right? That there are going to be people who disappoint you. And there are going to be people who don't take to you for whatever reason. And that you are going to go through some shit. But it doesn't mean that you have to sit in that. And it doesn't mean that just because you encountered somebody who wasn't for you, whether we're talking romantically, whether that's a family member, friend, or even foe, like you're going to encounter people who, just because you encounter people who aren't for you, doesn't mean that you won't ever encounter people who are for you. And I just wish that I had somebody in my corner to bring the reality to the forefront, and just kind of help work through that. I didn't have that. And now that I've gotten to a place in my journey where I've met both men and women who have been in different situations since childhood and are still struggling, like I want to share and cultivate a village that is safe, that you are able to share openly and freely about what you're going through, so that you can receive the help that you need or the support that you need, or that you can just be met where you are and have someone sit with you a little bit. We have this thing where, and I understand, not everybody has the capacity to sit with somebody in their darkness, but not all darkness is meant to be sat in alone. Because sometimes it gets too damn dark and you really need somebody to be a light to guide you out of that, or far enough away from that point where you can manage on your own, or where you can gain that confidence and that courage to do the things that you need to do for yourself. So I would love to create that village where you can meet someone, engage with someone who's strong enough to sit with you where you are and meet you where you're at. So if you would like to hear more of my story, if you would like to join my village, again, I'm looking at my notes, hit the subscribe button and check out the next video. Bye.